Fair warning, I will be showing DLC boss fight footage, so skip to here or just listen if you don't want to be spoiled on some of the bosses. The Milady is a dream come true for any faster movement fans and light roll enjoyers. This weapon is just in between the lightweight and pace of straight swords, and the stopping power of great swords. As someone who loves running a light load and poise breaking as often as possible, this weapon could not be more perfect for my playstyle. The Milady is one of the first weapons you'll find in the DLC. Thankfully, no boss kill is needed to grab this weapon out of the chest it's in. Start out at the castle front side of Grace, just outside of Castle Ensis, and hook a left up the first fortification you can get behind. Once on top, you'll see a ladder that will lead you right to the chest. The base moveset is the highlight of this weapon. The light attacks are a few quick swipes that can be chained easily together. The heavy attacks are my favorite part of this weapon. You can fully charge the heavy attack for 2 quick swipes with decent poise damage and decent range. But my favorite thing to do with this weapon is use the uncharged heavies. You can tap R2 twice to do 4 hits of damage in a quick combo. I found myself using this move more and more as I became acclimated to the weapon. This moveset is wonderful and unlike anything else in the base game. When I brought this weapon back to fight some base game enemies, it made them all seem trivial. I got a first try no-hit run against Radigan and Elden Beast, shown at the end of this video, and in full on my second channel, link down below, and beat Melania handily first try. We are going for a Keen Infusion on this build. The recent buff to Keen Ash of War damage and good dex scaling on this weapon solidifies that choice. Regarding the Ash of War, there are so many good options in the DLC. I really wanted to use a new one like Wing Stance, but the best one I found had to be Impaling Thrust. The speed that this move comes out with and the poise damage works so perfectly with the base moveset of this weapon. The aforementioned Wing Stance is also great for this weapon, but the practicality of Impaling Thrust and the difficulty of the bosses in this new DLC simply make it the better choice for now. Once you get that Scattered Tree Blessing high enough, you can attain AR stats that are completely unrealistic in the base game. That's why I also fit in Golden Vow on this build. With good dexterity scaling and Golden Vow, a Keen Milady will get you 1086 attack rating. If you choose to put on something else, like a Weapon Grease or further incantations, you can easily see that attack rating approach 1400 or more. Not bad for a weapon with such a fast attack pattern. For talismans, I ran with the 2-headed turtle talisman. This is the best stamina regen talisman in the game, as it's an upgraded version of the green turtle talisman. You can find it behind a waterfall by the Rivermouth Cave, south of the Templetown ruins. Milson's Prosthesis for successive attack power and +5 dex. Shard of Alexander, since Impaling Thrust is so great, and the defensive talisman that best fits your situation. If you want one for general use, Dragon Crest Great Shield is your best bet. If you want to focus more on survivability, replace Millicent's Prosthesis with a Crimson Seed Talisman +1. This effectively gives you hundreds of more hit points throughout the fight, as it buffs your Red Flask by 30%. From a Samurai starting class, put in 60 Vigor, 22 Mind, 38 Endurance to light roll with the Noble's armor set, and medium roll with heavy armor. I usually prefer to light roll, but some of the bosses in the DLC were much better off fought with better protection. 12 Strength, 55 Dexterity, and 25 Faith to use Golden Vow. We have 100 new weapons with the DLC, and I plan on doing build videos based on many of them. Sure, perfecting a build feels great. Remember that there's no shame in respecing and recalibrating your approach against a difficult opponent. For another DLC build next week, be sure to like and subscribe, as it's the best way of letting me know that you enjoy the build videos.